Hello all, this is Sandeep Kumar and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Concepts of IIT Maths. So we are in the chapter of quadratic equations and in that the topic logarithmic equations. So in the previous video we have already seen logarithmic equations part 1. So where we have seen what are logarithmic equations and how to solve the various forms related to logarithmic equations. So we have already discussed four important models in the previous video, and this video is the continuation of the previous video, part 2. Here we are going to discuss how to solve the remaining 5 models of logarithmic equations. So these are the remaining 5 logarithmic equations. So now you just make sure that you are watching the video till end so that you are very clear in this concept and at the same time how to use the concept also. So we will discuss the various forms including those examples. So let us start with our video. Let us start with this form, the first form. I mean already we have discussed it 4 forms, right? So this is the 5th form. So we'll start with this. So the model 5 is of the form log of f of x, and this logarithm has a base h of x while this logarithm has a base g of x. So this is equal to 0. Very easy, dear students. But before solving this equation, you just make sure that this base g of x is greater than 0 and at the same time it is not equal to 1. Next, third one, this base h of x is greater than 0 and at the same time this base h of x is not equal to 1. And finally, if you solve this equation, what do you get? By converting the external logarithm into exponential function. So if you ignore this, what do you get? Log of f of x base h of x here is equal to, so this base g of x will go to RHS, it will become g of x power 0, that means 1. Again convert this logarithm to exponential, so that means you will have f of x is equal to, now the base h of x will go to RHS, it will become h of x power 1, that means h of x. So this is our 5th equation. So therefore the solution of this particular model equation is the solution set, is the collection of the solution sets. I mean it must satisfy all these 5 conditions. It should satisfy this equation, these 2 inequations and these 2 also, right? So to understand this model, let us take an example. Here is an example, log of 2x square plus 8x with this base and then this base equal to 0. So as we have already discussed, the first condition is that this base x square minus 2x must be greater than 0. So which means if you factorize it, you will get x into x minus 2 greater than 0. So remember this. And number 2, this base should not be equal to 1. So which means x square minus 2x is not equal to 1. Or else you can also write, if you take one left side, x square minus 2x minus 1 should not be equal to 0. So by using quadratic formula, if you find the value of x, x is not equal to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So you will get x is not equal to 2 plus or minus root 4 plus 4, that means root 8. Root 8 means 2 root 2 whole divided by 2. So common denominator 2 can be separated, then x is not equal to 1 plus or minus root 2. X should not be equal to 1 plus or minus root 2. So that is what the second condition says. And next, the third condition says that this base is greater than 0. X square plus x plus 8 is greater than 0. So once again, you should have an idea of the sign of quadratic expressions. So we have made a video on that concept already. So using that, if you observe the delta, the discriminant of this quadratic equation, the delta is less than 0. And moreover, the coefficient of x square is positive. That means a is positive, a is greater than 0. So then the graph of this quadratic expression x square plus x plus 8 will be an upward parabola without intersecting the x-axis at any point. So which means for any input, the graph f of x is always greater than 0. So f of x is greater than 0. This f of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Therefore, the solution set of this is x belongs to R. Because for every input, x square plus x plus 8 is always greater than 0. Next, number 4. The base x square plus x plus 8 should not be equal to 1. So, which means that x square plus x plus 7 should not be equal to 1. So, if you observe, what is the minimum value of, it should not be equal to 0, right? So, if you observe, again the discriminant of this function is less than 0. So, which means this function doesn't have any real roots. So, this function f of x, this cannot have any real roots. It cannot be equal to any real number. So, which means that this can never be equal to 0. Automatically, for every x belongs to R, for every input, this is not equal to 0 itself. So, therefore, the solution set of this is also x belongs to R. Okay. So, next, finally, the fifth equation. What is it? The fifth equation is that you are supposed to convert it into exponential form and you have to solve it. So, let us convert it into exponential form. So, remember the first condition and the second condition, because the third and fourth, anyhow, x belongs to R. We don't have to worry about the third condition and fourth condition because x belongs to R. Third and fourth condition says x can be any real number. So you don't have to worry about third and fourth condition. So let us look into the fifth condition. What does fifth condition says? So this is equal to this, correct? Even if you convert logarithm to exponential, you will get the same thing. So this is equal to this. I have already told you how this is equal to this when I started this model. When I started this model number 5, I have already told, I have converted this into exponential form and I told that the fifth one is this is equal to this. Okay, now you can observe that. So anyhow, if you take everything left side, you will get x square plus 7x minus 8 equal to 0. And if you factorize it, you will get x plus 8 into x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, the solutions, the roots of this equation is x is equal to from here minus 8 and from here plus 1. Now, among these two solutions who are accepted, look here. This says that if you take 0 and if you take 2, if you take the zeros of these two polynomials and since the symbol is greater than 0, we should not take the values between 0 and 2. That means our input can be less than 0 or it can be, our solution can be less than 0 or it can be greater than 2. And this says that our solution should not be 1 plus root 2 and 1 minus root 2. We do not get any such solutions here. So observe which solution will satisfy this condition. Clearly minus 8 is less than 0, accepted. But 1 is not greater than 2. 1 is not greater than 2 and 1 is not accepted. Therefore, the only solution of this equation is x is equal to minus 8. The only solution is x is equal to minus 8. I hope you understood why I have taken this is equal to this here, right? Fine, dear students, we'll go with the next model. Here is our next model where the equations are of the form 2m into log of f of x base a is equal to log of g of x base a. So, first of all, let us solve it. We know that if there is a coefficient for log, if there is a number in front of the logarithm, you can take this as the power of this f of x. So, then you get log of f of x power 2m with base a is equal to log of g of x with base a. So, now you can ignore logarithms on both sides and you will get f of x power 2m is equal to g of x. So, this is the first equation that you are supposed to solve. And moreover, f of x must be greater than 0 and g of x must be greater than 0, right? But there is no need to take both f of x greater than 0 and g of x greater than 0. If you make sure that f of x is positive, if you make sure that f of x is greater than 0, a positive power 2m is always positive. Then automatically g of x will be positive. You make sure that f of x is positive, then automatically g of x will be positive. Therefore, the second required equation is that, inequation is that f of x must be greater than 0. So if you solve these two, you'll get the required solution of the logarithmic equation. So make sure that f of x is greater than 0 and this function, this equation, then automatically you'll get the solutions. So to understand this model, let us take an example. Here is an example. We are supposed to solve 2 into log 3x is equal to log of this. So what is it? So take 2 as the power of 3x. Log of 3x whole square is equal to log of 5x square plus 9x minus 2. Now you can ignore log on both sides. If you ignore log on both sides, you will get 3x whole square means 9x square is equal to 5x square plus 9x minus 2. Take all the terms left side. You will get 4x square minus 9x plus 2 equal to 0. Correct? So now if you factorize this quadratic equation by splitting the middle term, you will get x minus 2 into 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So which means that x is equal to, from the first polynomial x is equal to 2 and from the next polynomial it is 1 by 4. So but should I take both or should I ignore any of the solutions? Let us understand this. See here, dear students. Among this 3x and this person, it is not required to take both as positive. Only one person is enough. As I told already, if you make sure that 3x is positive, then automatically, 5x square plus 9x minus 2 will become positive. So therefore the second thing is that this 3x must be greater than 0 or x must be greater than 0, right? X must be greater than 0 and both the solutions are clearly greater than 0, right? So the condition is that x must be positive and both the solutions are already positive. Therefore this is the final solutions. So these two are the solutions of the given logarithmic equation. We'll go with the next model. So look at this model. The difference between the 6th model and 7th model is that in 6th model the number here was 2m, even number, and in 7th model the number here is odd number. Okay now? So observe the difference. First let us solve it. Take 2m plus 1 as power of f of x. Then you'll get log of f of x power 2m plus 1 with base a. And here log of g of x with base a. Now you can ignore logarithm on both sides and you'll get f of x power 2m plus 1 equal to g of x. You are supposed to solve this equation, and at the same time it is not required that you should take both f of x and g of x as positive. Actually you can take it and you can solve, but it is not required. Among f of x and g of x, if you take one person as positive, it is enough. Who is that person this time? This time if you make sure that g of x is positive, then automatically f of x is also positive. If you want, you can take f of x also as positive. So anyhow, I will make sure that the second one is that g of x is greater than 0. So solve this equation and solve this inequation, you will get your required solutions. So let us take an example here. So we are supposed to solve this logarithmic equation. That means we are supposed to find the value of x. So first of all, I'll keep LHS as it is, log of 3x square minus 8x plus 4. And clearly in RHS this 3 can be taken as power of x minus 2, right? So log of x minus 2 whole cube. So if I ignore logarithm on both sides, you will get 3x square minus 8x plus 4 is equal to x minus 2 whole cube. After this step, generally we think like this. So here we have a quadratic, this is a cubic. If we expand it, we will get a cubic equation, and then we will take everything right side. You might get a cubic equation, and if you solve it, you will get 3 roots. But you don't take this much of burden, because we have an advantage here. If you factorize this quadratic polynomial, what do you get? Please factorize it. In case if you factorize it, you will get x minus 2 into 3x minus 2. You can check it whether we are correct or not. You will get x minus 2 into 3x minus 2. So now take these two right side. You will get 0 is equal to x minus 2 whole cube minus of x minus 2 into 3x minus 2. So 0 as it is. Here and here I can take x minus 2 common. Then here we will have x minus 2 whole square minus of One more possible mistake. Children will write like this, minus 3x minus 2. No, it is minus of 3x minus 2. So which means that 0 is equal to x minus 2 times. Here this is x square minus 4x plus 4, and here this is minus 3x plus 2. So you'll get 0 is equal to x minus 2 into x square minus 7x plus 6. X square minus 7x plus 6. So I'll erase this part. So now if you factorize this quadratic polynomial, and if I rewrite x minus 2 into, if I factorize this, I will get x minus 1 into x minus 6. So equal to 0. So from this we'll get x is equal to 2, 1 and 6. Now you are supposed to check among these three solutions which will satisfy the equation and which are not. So for that, as I told, it is not required that you should take both f of x greater than 0 and g of x greater than 0. Any one if you take, it is enough. I'll take g of x greater than 0. So, and also assuring that x minus 2 is greater than 0, you'll get x is greater than 2. Since x is greater than 2, this is not accepted and this is not accepted. The solution must be greater than 2. So 2 is not accepted and 1 is also not accepted. Therefore, the only solution is what? X is equal to 6. Because if you take x is equal to 2, you will get in RHS, you will get log of 2 minus 2. That means log 0, which is not determined. If you take x is equal to 1, you will get log of 1 minus 2. That means log of negative number, not defined. So that's why these two solutions are eliminated. But the correct proper reason is this. We should take this as greater than 0. Or you can also try solving this. You can take this also greater than 0 and you can check it. So next, dear students, we will go for the next model. Here is our next model, model number 8. The equations of the form log of f of x plus log of g of x is equal to log of m of x. So once again, first you solve normally. We know that log a plus log b is log of a into b. That means log of LHS is log of f of x into g of x. And RHS is just log of m of x. Both having base a. We have already discussed this formula in previous video. Now you can ignore logarithm on both sides. You will get f of x into g of x equal to m of x. So this is the first equation that you are supposed to solve. And at the same time, you make sure that f of x is positive, that means greater than 0, and g of x is also positive. There is no need of taking m of x greater than 0. Why? If f of x is positive and g of x is positive, then positive into positive is always positive. If you make sure that f of x and g of x are positive, then m of x is automatically positive. You don't need, there is no need of mentioning m of x greater than 0. But if you want, you can take it. So these are the three, so this equation and these two inequations must be solved to get the solution of this form. So let us take an example. So we are supposed to solve this equation, logarithmic equation. First of all, let us solve it. Take 2 as the power of x. You will get log of x square plus log of x square minus 1 equal to log 2. And then you can use the formula log a plus log b. That means log of a into b. So logarithm of this into this. X square into x square minus 1 equal to log 2. Now we can ignore logarithm on both sides. You will get x square into x square minus 1 is equal to 2. You can take x square as y or put x square is equal to t. Then you get t into t minus 1 is equal to 2 or t square minus t. T square minus t, and then take 2 left side. We know how to factorize this quadratic polynomial, quadratic equation. So you'll get 2 minus 2 into, t minus 2 into t plus 1 equal to 0, right? And then the solutions of t is equal to 2 r minus 1. But who is t actually? T is x square. So therefore x square is equal to 2 r minus 1. We know that for any real number x, x square cannot be equal to minus 1, correct? So this is an extraneous root, remove it. So therefore x square is equal to 2. So and if x square is equal to 2, then x is equal to plus or minus root 2. x is equal to plus or minus root 2. So therefore x is equal to root 2 comma minus root 2. But let us see whether both are the solutions of this equation or not. For that, we should also observe that this x must be positive, right? Log of x. So number 2, the x must be positive, and here this says that x square minus 1 is also positive. X square minus 1 is also positive. So if you factorize it, you'll get x plus 1 into x minus 1 greater than 0. So and this says that take the zeros minus 1 and plus 1, and the symbol, since the symbol is less than, we should not take the values between minus 1 and 1. So take the values less than minus 1 or greater than plus 1. So observe that minus, according to x greater than 0, you should not take x is equal to minus root 2. And root 2 is present in this inequality also and in this inequality also. Root 2 will come somewhere here. So therefore the only solution of this equation is x is equal to root 2. Therefore the only solution is x is equal to root 2. Let us see the last model, model number 9. So here is our next model, model number 9. Model number 9. Log of f of x minus log of g of x equal to log of h of x minus log of p of x, where the base is clearly greater than 0 and it should not be equal to 1, right? Easy to solve. You can start like this. You can take as log of f of x divided by g of x equal to log of h of x divided by p of x, and you can proceed it. But instead of that, let us keep every term positive. So that means this is log of f of x with base a. If it comes left side, it becomes log of plus log of p of x with base a. And here we have already log of h of x with base a, and if it goes right, plus log of g of x with base a. Now we can solve it. Log of f of x plus log of p of x is logarithm of f of x into p of x. And here log of h of x into g of x. So now you can ignore log on both sides, and therefore the equation that you are supposed to solve is f of x into p of x is equal to h of x into g of x. So once again, what are the extra conditions that you are supposed to take here? F of x must be positive, then g of x must be positive, h of x must be positive, and if you observe here, students, if f of x is positive, then g of x is positive and h of x is positive. You don't have to specially mention that p of x is positive. You don't have to specially mention it. Automatically p of x must be positive, correct? Because RHS is plus into plus. Then LHS also must be plus into plus only, na? Automatically p of x will be positive. You can mention it or you can ignore it. It doesn't matter. So among these 4%, if you take the 3% are positive, it is enough. So these are totally, this equation and these inequations must be solved to get the solutions of this equation. So let us see an example. Simple. So LHS is what? Log of x into 5x minus 7. And RHS is log of this into this. That means 2 times x plus 1 into x minus 1. Now we can ignore log on both sides. So now if you ignore log on both sides, this is 5x square minus 7x. I have expanded. And here this is 2 times x square minus 1. By using a plus b into a minus b formula, we have got this. So 5x square minus 7x is equal to expand 2x square minus 2 and take these two terms left side. 5x square minus 7x as it is minus 2x square plus 2 equal to 0. So therefore the required quadratic equation here is 3x square minus 7x plus 2 equal to 0. And you can factorize it, right? By splitting the middle term, you can factorize it and you will get 3x minus 1 into x minus 2 equal to 0. So therefore, you will get the roots x is equal to 1 by 3, comma from here 2. But now we are supposed to check which of the solutions are accepted and which are not accepted, right? So as we have already discussed, this must be greater than 0. Number 1, x must be greater than 0. Number 2, 5x minus 7 must be greater than 0. So which means that 5x is greater than 7 and x is greater than 7 by 5. Next, number 3, 2 times x plus 1 must be greater than 0, or x plus 1 is greater than 0, that means x is greater than minus 1. And number 4, x minus 1 is greater than 0 or x is greater than 1. X is greater than 0, x is greater than minus 1, x is greater than 1, x is greater than 7 by 5. So among this, x is greater than 7 by 5 is enough. This represents all these persons. X is greater than 7 by 5. That means x is greater than 1.4. Your solution must be greater than 1.4. 1 by 3 is not greater than 1.4. So 1 by 3 is not accepted. Therefore, the only solution is x is equal to 2. The required solution of this equation is x is equal to 2. So that's it in today's video, dear students. We have completed the concept of logarithmic equations by this part. I hope you have understood it. So if you have found this interesting and understandable, please like this video, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and most importantly, refer your friends. Let the channel grow. Thank you, dear students. We will continue in next class.